This video is sponsored by .deck.co.uk, the place to be when it comes to all the stuff you need for the Pokemon trading card game. They have singles, complete competitive decks, and even some epic sleeves and deck boxes to pimp out your deck completely. So if there's still something you miss in order to go to a certain tournament or league, go take a look at .deck.co.uk. Mew EX is back in the game. Everybody wanna know, is the ability the same, or is it something different than the Pokebody of the past? Nope, it's the exact same thing, but will it last? We have to figure it out, but it'll be knocked out fast. No lie, the surprise factor is something I wanna try. It'll be neat to steal an attack. Well, why? It's because there are many possibilities to be able to have a bullseye, knocking them out with a new strategy. Don't you see? I can beat them out of nowhere. How cleverly, using their own attacks against them with the right energies. Mew EX has all the memories, I can use everything, so don't just think you'll see it coming without a wink. Everybody on the field, be careful, cause it's real. We're versatile, I can steal everything, that's the deal. Are you seeing it all true? That I can do what you do. Be careful for your own attacks, cause Mew EX is back. Sup YouTube, it's ZapdosTCG, and in this episode we'll be taking a closer look at Mew EX, which we'll be getting in the Dragon Exalted set. So Mew is back in our format, and this time as an EX, so we do expect some greatness, right? Well, Mew, as we all know him, doesn't have a lot of hit points, and this time around there's no exception. It has 120 HP for an EX, which makes this EX the first one that actually has that amount of HP, so that's bad. And now you ask me why. Well, if it was 130 HP I could have understand it, because that is a better amount of HP, because yeah, 120 HP just screams to be knocked out by a Bolt Strike or a Blue Flare, and we all know that Electric is still really good, which means Zekrom isn't going anywhere, and that's not very good news for Mew EX. There's also the fact that Stage 2s are becoming better again in the format because it's been slowed down a little, and that means Ambor variants will be around as well, with some Reshiram's in there, of course, to KO Mew EX in one shot. And then there's also the fact that we have Mewtwo EX coming out as a 10 promo in mid-September, and we all know that X-Ball deals 80 damage to Mew if we don't have any energies attached to our Mew EX, and yeah, if we only have one energy attached to our Mew EX, it deals 120 damage to one shot our Mew, so that's not very good. X-Ball dealing a lot of damage to our Mew, so we can all agree that Mew EX is really easy to KO due to the fact that it only has 120 HP and it has a psychic weakness, so definitely run Eviolite or Giant Cape to Giant Cape is another tool card we'll be getting in the Dragon Exalted set, which gives the Pokemon you attach it to 20 more HP, so you can run that, or you can just run Eviolite to block 20 damage. It's up to you. That way you can survive one attack and let Mew EX stay alive, and then after that you can just heal him up with Max Potion or something like that, or maybe the Golden Potion, which will be coming out after our Dragon Exalted set, so look out for that. Also, this Mew has a retreat cost, which makes it far inferior to the Mew Prime of the last format, which had a free retreat. They could have at least give this Mew free retreat as well. That's a personal opinion, I think. Anyway, it also has an attack, which is very interesting because Shaman from Unleashed is now gone, and the attack replaces that Pokepower completely for Psychic Energy. It does the exact same thing as the Pokepower from Shaman, meaning moving around the energies on your side of the field freely, and this is great to recycle energies or to set up other attackers and stuff like that, or even to set up a Mewtwo EX to deal some extreme damage. The bad thing is that you have to wait a turn to actually do something due to the attack, so if you replace your energy, some Pokemon might be screaming for catcher and stuff like that, and I don't really like that. They could be easily knocked out by that, so that's why I don't like the attack. Also, the fact that Mew EX is an open target after that attack makes me doubt to ever use the attack at all, so I'm being quite negative about this card, and yeah, that's not very good. But there's also one awesome thing about about this card, you should all know it has an ability, and yes, the ability states Mew EX can use all of the attacks of all Pokemon in play, even the ones from your opponent, but you still need the necessary energies to use each attack though. So this reminds us of the old school Mew EX from EX Legend Maker, which had a Pokebody that does the exact same thing like this Mew, and when that Mew EX found its way into Jason Klasinski's winning deck in the 2006 World Championship, so we might just see this Mew EX popping up in some sort of crazy similar deck. So yeah, in tournaments it might see some playability, and it can attack out of nowhere using the opponent's attacks against him, so that will be pretty great to test out. Also, the artwork is subliminal, so I would definitely want to test this card out no matter what. It also gives a surprise element to the game, which I really like. Also, Prism energies and the new blend energies are the energies you want to use, because that way you can use multiple attacks since they count as different kind of energies. Like Prism energy counts as every type of basic energy, and then we have the blend energies that are sorted out, like some energies for the one blend energy, and the other energies are counted for the other blend energy. So definitely test those out if you want to play with Mew. So where can we find Mew EX? Well, I'd have to say in decks that can move around energies. For example, in the Clink Clank deck, when you're up against something big and you want to knock out something, and somehow you can just drop that Mew EX on the bench and just move around the energies to Mew and use an attack from your opponent's side of the field, or an attack from your side of the field. So that is a good way to use Mew EX. The same goes for the new Heydragon decks that will be popping up once Dragon XL that has been released, because that deck is rumored to be the new best deck in the format, with Heydragon having the ability to move around darkness energies at free will, just like Clink Clank does with the metal energies. So yeah, the same story goes here. Bench that Mew EX, swap around the energies to your Mew, and yeah, use an attack of your choice to surprise your opponent out of nowhere and pick some surprising prize cards. So yeah, Mew EX is really good for the surprise element, so I predict that Mew EX won't have that big of an impact, but people will definitely test this out and maybe create a whole new rogue deck as well. So, and that's it for the card analysis for this week. So all that remains now is Poké-News, and we started off with some Japanese news. The new Team Plasma gift set will be released in Japan on November 16th, and everything you see in this picture will be included. So a deck box, sleeves, damage counters, a playmat, a coin, and of course some cards. Also on that day there will be 8 new 15 card decks that will be released, calling exciting battles for everyone. And as you see, they'll feature some pretty interesting cards, but the pictures are still dummies for now, so it is not 100% correct so far. So there might be some little changes that pop up once I have more information. So definitely look out for some Japanese stuff if you're living around the areas of Japan where you can get Japanese cards. And now to some English news, the more important news, since yeah, Dragon XL is coming out on August 15, and the pre-releases are well underway, with some starting even this weekend. So look forward to that, because the promo card is none other than Altaria. This is a card which is might seem pretty familiar if you watch my previous episode and stuff like that, and that's because it's a really playable card, and I talked about it before. So if you can, try and go get the pre-release card, because there will definitely be a deck based around the ability of Altaria. And the last two things on my list are some blisters, a 3-pack blister that features 3 boosters from the Dragon XL set, and a Skull Beat promo card, which is a reprint, and a 2-pack blister as well that features a Lilligant evolution line. And that pretty much wraps it up for this episode. I know that Dragon XL almost has all the scans available online to check them out, but I'll review them in a separate video, because otherwise this video would be insanely long, and some scans are still Japanese and stuff like that. So I will wait until the full English scans are available. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, click the like button, because you know I always appreciate that. And if you have any questions, thoughts, or awesome new ideas, then go to the comment section and let everyone know what's on your mind. And for those of you that haven't subscribed yet, here's your chance. That way you'll hear all you need to know about the Pokemon trading card game each week. And if you like other stuff from the Pokemon community, like you want to hear about the video game, some Pokefacts, Poketubing information, go check out Team Sinnoh, which is a team channel featuring a lot of epic Poketubers, including myself. We talk about everything each week in a vlog kind of style. So if you want to see me talk in front of the camera, go subscribe to that channel. Or if you want to hear more about other stuff revolving around Pokemon, definitely subscribe, because the first introduction video will be up this Sunday. And anyway, this was ZapdosTCG. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Until next time.